Hi, welcome. I'm Sarah D. Before you leave to go out the door, to go to school, to go to work, to go be with friends, when you were a child, what did you ask your mom or your dad or your siblings or your friends? Do I look okay? Or did you say, well, what is my intention for going to this event? What do I intend? What is my reason for going? The title of this post is Find a Reason, or Find the Reason. Find the Reason. It comes from my song. Change direction, walk about, find a reason. That's what it is. Find a reason. Now, the reason we go a place is not to look good necessarily, but we do know if you don't dress for success, or if you don't make yourself, quote, presentable for the environment you're going to be in, the reception you receive will be, well, it'll be commensurate with the way you fit in with that environment. So it's important to know where you're going. It's important to know why you're going there. And it's important to know how you need to be dressing to be going there. You wouldn't go in an evening gown to the swimming pool. It'd be really hard to swim. You wouldn't be able to go very fast at all. I was just listening to an interview, and Ed Milet was telling a story that he had, an experience he had on the beach with Wayne Dyer. Just by happenstance, they met on the beach. And Wayne Dyer told Ed Milet, don't attach your worth to your identity, to your skills, to your appearance, to your ability, to the external things, the trappings and the parts of you that people will see and perhaps comment on. Attach your identity to your intention, because he said that intention puts you in a state where the answers can come. My intention with my posts in my vanity have been, I hope I don't look too old, and I hope people don't go, look at how terrible her camera work is, or whatever, or those are stupid songs, whatever. I mean, there's all kinds of negative things people could be saying, correct? They always can, and they always do. And in fact, I almost would, I don't know, I say that, and then I'm scared. I almost would welcome that because it wouldn't be so quiet in the comment area. But nevertheless, my intention isn't even necessarily to get comments, positive or negative. Actually, it's not. I believe life is very difficult. I learned to be a hide when things were difficult. I remember a time when my mom said, go clean your room, and my goodness, it was stacked up to my knees. And, I was in elementary school, one of my ages in there. And I went in there, and it was a cyclone and a mess. And it wasn't only my room, I shared it with my sister, but still, I was supposed to go clean it, and I'd never been taught how to clean. And not that you should think you would need to, right? I mean, just pick things up, put them, I didn't know where they belonged. I didn't know what to do. So I crawled under a pile of clothes until my mom would forget that she had asked me to do that. And when she came to check in on me, she would notice I wasn't there. Well, I don't know how long it was later because I wasn't paying attention to the time, but I woke up and I was asleep under these dirty clothes, and I had dodged that bullet, so to speak. I learned how to hide from the difficulty and not have to engage. The other thing I learned is that it was very important how I presented myself physically, because if I wasn't too off from the crowd, the few times that I was, probably not the few times, but there were two comments that there was a particular individual in junior high who let me know that I did not look like a girl, and I would never be a cheerleader because of that. And I was not, I just wasn't the right person for whatever it was I was trying to do. So I learned that appearance really had an effect. And one of the things as I've gotten much older that is a concern is that I'll be scary to little children, because it can look pretty scary when it's pretty scary when you see what happens with your body when you get older. And so that's one of my fears. So I learned too. So what is my reason? I don't want to stink. I want to look presentable. I don't want to be scary to children. Okay, so those are some of the things that matter to me for the external things. But with the idea that life is so difficult, when I was in great darkness and I would just pray to God all the time, there was no help. There was no help. Church would tell me how terrible I was and how many more things I needed to be doing, so that was no help. My children, of course, they wanted to be hiding as well, because why not? They could. I would forget and I would get worn down. So life was just really hard for me. Boo-hoo. I know it's really hard for you too. One of the gifts I was given when I was in really awful darkness places, and I'm not going to go into detail about how awful, because that's not the point. The point is, I know that place. And it is in that place that I was given the words, you are a being of power. You are a being of worth. And for some reason, it came in a melody. It's not a great melody, but it touched me, it got to me, and I believed it. And it's not something I still always believe, but you are a being of power. You are a being of worth. And I share it with you because the same goes for you. You are a being of power. You came from royal birth. You are made of the stuff of the stars. You are here to succeed. You're not here to be mocked. You're not here to be abused. You're here to succeed. There will be abuse. There will be mocking, right? But it's not there to leave you in that place. It's to help you succeed, learn, to grow, to experience, to know how to go over the difficult times, to know how not to hide under that pile of clothing. You are here to succeed, to have what you need, and to help others do the same. You are here to succeed, to have what you need, and help others have the same. And there are certain songs and certain times, things that I've gotten, I just think of them as like just dropped into my head, because they just come to me, and then like I would sing them to my husband and say, have you heard this song before? No, I haven't. And so I've learned that something I was hearing, something I was getting from, I believe, from my God. And I thought I'd never be in the darkness again. But I was wrong. Because there's a lot you can learn from visiting those realms of hell. You can learn you don't want to be there, and that any amount of burning off of your weakness is worth it not to go back. So I'd like to share with you this song, Life is Difficult. And like I said, that the post title came from it, Find a Reason. What is the reason? What is it that motivates you to go, to get out of bed every day, to clean up, to prepare yourself for the environment you're going to be in, so that you can come forward as the being of power you are? So that you can do all it takes to succeed, not to hide under the clothing. And so that you can help others do the same. As we continue to lift each other up instead of pull each other down, like the crabs do in the bucket, the world is just that much better of a place. And the thing is, sometimes what may feel like being pulled down by others is perhaps just a reflection so that we can see a part of us that we still need to burn off. Because we can't see everything about ourselves. We just can't. We need help. We need each other. Life is difficult, imagine that. Life is what you make it. But a dream where you can have all you create. There will always be someone who's got it better than you. There will always be someone who's got it more difficult too. Life's amazing, take a stand. Where will you take it? Will you see the best at hand, or will you be jaded? There will always be someone who's got it better than you. There will always be someone who's got it more difficult too. The sun is always shining through the silver lining. If you refuse to open your eyes, you ain't ever gonna see the light. Isolation from the crowd, ivory tower, hand to hand, fear and doubt. Every hour there will always be someone who's got it better than you. There will always be someone who's got it more difficult too. Yeah, the sun is always shining through the silver lining. If you refuse to open your eyes, you ain't ever gonna see the light. Change direction, walk about, find a reason, open arms, embrace the shower of the season. There will always be someone who's got it better than you. There will always be someone who's got it more difficult too. There will always be someone who's got it better than you. There will always be someone who's got it more difficult too. No matter when you look, where you look, who you look, you'll be able to see something better, something worse. There's always room for us to grow. And as we seek to find the reason we do and do not do the things we do and do not do. The reasons, why did I hide under that mess of clothing? Number one, it was difficult. I had no idea where to start. It made sense that I wanted to hide from it. I wasn't a bad person, but I did learn that as a coping skill, hiding, and it's not useful. So I'm not hiding, and I'm sharing what I've learned with you, whoever, wherever you are. And if it's useful for you, then I'm so grateful. I'm Sarah D. Make it a great day.